Hey there and welcome to my channel. My name is Samadrita and today we are going to talk about IELTS writing. So in my channel there are videos on IELTS speaking, IELTS listening and IELTS reading. If you want to check it out, the links will be there here. So coming back to IELTS writing. So you will be given two types of writing and 1 hour to complete it. So there is task 1 and task 2. So task 1 has to be something more than 150 words and task 2 must be written more than 250 words. And the task 1 has 33% of marking weightage, whereas task 2 has 67% of marking weightage. So it's advisable that spend 20 minutes on the first task and 40 minutes on the second task, because the second task has more marks. So in this video, I'm going to first describe the task 1, then task 2, and on what basis the marks are provided in IELTS. So as we know that there are two types of IELTS exam. One is IELTS general test and the other one is IELTS academics exam. So as I have given IELTS academics exam, so I'll be talking only on that, and all the students who are aspiring to go to Europe and study, they all have to give IELTS academics exam. So in both the type of exams, the writing part is present. In IELTS academics exam, the writing task 1 will have essays on bar chart, line graph, pie chart, tables, diagrams or maps. In fact, they might give you mixtures of a bar chart and a line graph, and they will ask you to write essay on that particular graph. So while you are writing the graph, you have to be very conscious that you touch upon all the points. The main things that you will touch upon is the highest and the lowest point in the bar graph. When it comes to a pie chart, you have to keep in mind that you should touch upon which is the biggest portion in a pie chart and which portion is the smallest portion. So when you are writing task 1, you have to write more than 150 words, but then don't make it too long because it's really not necessary. And when you are writing task 1, divide your essay into multiple paragraphs. Open with the introductory paragraph where you explain the bar graph and the line graph or whatever graph they have provided you. So try to maintain the structure in task 1, which includes the introductory paragraph in the beginning, then 2 paragraphs which will constitute the body of what you are trying to say, and lastly the conclusion part. So IELTS task 1 is not hard, you just need to have a little bit of practice, and that's what I did. I took the help of IELTS list from YouTube and also from the Google, and you have to practice so that when you see the diagram in front of you, then you have an idea that what you have to write before you can jot it down on the paper. And when you write on the paper, you can use a pencil or a pen. So if you are confident enough, then only use pen, otherwise use a pencil, because don't scratch out too many words if you feel you are not that confident to write a particular passage. Now coming to IELTS task 2, so try to spend more than 40 minutes in IELTS task 2 because it contains 66% of your marks. So task 2 is a formal type of writing where there is a range of topics. You might be asked to give your opinion on a particular statement they provide you. Second is disadvantages and advantages of a particular issue which is there, and you have to write your opinion on what are the advantages you see based on the statement they have given and what are the disadvantages that you see and on which side are you on. A type of question might be a direct question where they are directly asking that what are your views on this particular issue. The next is directly asking for a solution. So they will give you one problem and they will ask you that what are the possible solutions and how do you think that the issue will be eliminated. It's all there in the test papers or in the internet. Practice in your home because writing 250 words is not easy when you start with. It will take you a considerable amount of time before you can actually write and be confident that it has not exceeded more than 300 words, because when you start writing in the beginning, you will see that either the words are less than 250 or it has exceeded 350. So the considerable amount of practice is really important. And like task 1, you also have to divide this task 2 into specific sections. So the first section is really important, which is the introduction part, where you have to write in gist that how you will be writing the rest of the passage. So the introduction will include the main topic which you have been given in the IELTS exam and your opinion in the first go. So first introduction, second, third and fourth paragraph which will be the body, and finally the fifth paragraph will be the conclusion. So if required, you can also reduce the body into 2 paragraphs. So it must have minimum 4 paragraphs when you write type 2 essay. And time is a very big factor when you write task 2, because even though you have 40 minutes in hand, but that does not mean that you should complete writing in 40 minutes. You should complete it at least 5 to 10 minutes early, so that you can go through the passage multiple times and correct few silly mistakes like spellings, grammar, etc. Now let's come to how you are marked in IELTS writing task. So there are 4 criteria on which you are marked. First is the task response, second is coherence and cohesion, third is grammar, and fourth is vocabulary. Every criteria has 25% of weightage, and both in task 1 and task 2 the examiner will check for all these. Certain tips which I followed was try to maintain a very smooth flow when you are writing the essay. Try to keep your grammars correct and use varieties of vocabulary. Don't use one word continuously, and do not copy words from the question. Please do not repeat one word many times. Use synonyms. So this is basically what you have to keep in mind when you have to give the IELTS writing exam. Otherwise, you will keep discovering your writing skill when you practice on your own, and you will discover that which areas you need to work on, whether it's grammar, vocabulary, or on writing or phrasing the entire passage. So thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned. See you in the next video where I'm going to talk about the visa process if you're going to UK. Thank you.